What's up and welcome back to my channel, everybody. I don't know when this video is coming out. It could be at the end of 2019, beginning of 2020. That's sort of weird thing to say. 2020, 2020, 2020 vision in 2020, 2020. It's too many twos. This is my leave it in 2019 video. It's not gonna be what it was last year. Honestly, because I wasn't going through the shit I was going through last year. But to entertain you, to entertain me, so I can get it off my chest, here are some honorable mentions. Kanye West, enough said. Thirst traps, I hate them. I do not partake in thirst trapping because I don't want to. There's a corniness to thirst traps that I kind of hate. But I guess more specifically, thirst traps where the captions don't match the thirst trap. Post the thirst trap and say, hey y'all, look at my thighs. Don't post a picture of a thirst trap and be like, I just hung on my curtains, don't they look so nice? Like, just post your pic and go. GoFundMe abuse. Y'all have been abusing GoFundMes. GoFundMes are for niggas that's dying, are for, that's not funny. I understand that, like, at the end of the day, I've had a GoFundMe before years ago. Like, people can make GoFundMes for whatever reason you want. This is just my channel and I can just say whatever I want, and you clicked on this video because you clearly wanted to see me ashy. Everything's fine. Like, sis, I'm not about to donate $5 so you can get a lace front. I don't know what it is. I feel like social media and influencers have just made it cool to not have a job. But I say all that with the understanding that GoFundMes are for anything you want it to be, and people can support and pay for whatever they want. I'm just saying I'm not gonna. Joggers, I just don't like them. I don't know why they make pants and stitch scrunchies at the bottom of them. What irritates me is when I'm shopping and I see a pair of jeans, or what I think are jeans. I unfold them and then there's just that fucking scrunchie at the bottom of it. The lesbian community are really the only ones keeping joggers alive at this point. Y'all and like wiggers. Just like, why just cutting off the circulation in my ankles? For what? For what? Style? Why you fucking do that? Now let's get into the actual deep shit that I wanted to get into. I actually had a resolution going into 2019, and that was to be intentional. 2018, I was just doing shit for the sake of doing shit, or because I was expected to. I wanted to just be more thoughtful, more considerate of my decisions, my purchasing decisions, who I hung out with, what I did with my day, like just really intentional about everything that I did. And it forced me to be honest with myself. Before I tweet this, what is the intention behind this tweet? Is it to anger someone, or is it to actually provide something of substance or humor to the followers, to the people who follow me, to the internet? If I had some shitty intentions, it forced me to check myself. I also believe that because I was more honest, because I was more present in a way, people saw that. And without giving y'all like details, some grimy shit happened this year. I fell out with somebody, and because we fell out, I completely cut ties with them. And when I finally like cut all my ties with this person and I found out about it, they called all of my friends and lied and said that I did a bunch of shit, like real accusations, y'all. Like, this is some shit that I could go, like, this is some shit that belongs in court. Those types of accusations is what I was dealing with. Called all my friends and told them all the shit that I did not fucking do. What happened was every single one of those friends called me and said, hey, so-and-so just called me talking about some bullshit. Just letting you know. I never felt like I had to defend myself. I never felt like I had to talk to the person that was making these calls. I never felt that, because I knew that because of the way that I was carrying myself and the way that I navigate in other people's lives, especially now that I'm really thinking about that more, just being more thoughtful, I didn't have to, because my intentions are good. And the people that are around me, that know me, that are close to me, know that because they see it, because I practice it, it's in their face. That's a bit of advice that I would give, is really think about your intentions behind your actions this year. Speaking of intentions, something that we're doing in 2020 is that we're all about that action. A lot of people will tell you what they're gonna do. They'll tell you what's gonna happen. And that's all they do, is they just talk and they say all these things and the things never come to fruition. I don't care about what you're telling me. What I care about is what you're showing me. What are you doing? Do you want to be my friend? Then actually be my friend, which means putting in a little bit of effort. I'm the only bitch trying to make stuff happen. It's irritating. I don't want to be, in my relationships, I don't want to be working more than anyone else. Like, let's work together, sis. Don't be someone that just be saying shit all the time. Do things. Be there. That's it. On period. No cap. Something else that I'm thinking about going into the next year is I want to take more risks. Risks are just things that are a part of life. I am ready to get hurt again.
No question about it. I am ready to get hurt again.
Like, I have friends who will be in the talking phase with someone for 3 years and will never actually pull the trigger on just being in a full-on relationship with them, because it's like, well, I don't know what they're gonna be like in a relationship, and I don't want to get my heart broken, and I don't want this, and I don't want this, and I don't want this. It's like, well, what do you want? Because those are the things that are actually gonna take you to do some work. Those are the things that require effort. Do you want a fulfilling relationship? Do you want a fulfilling friendship? Do you want someone who's going to be there for you? Do you want to be inspired? Do you want to be loved on? Like, what do you want? So yeah, sometimes you're not gonna have all the answers. Like, I'm gonna marry Jaden. I already know that. I don't know what she gonna do, but I'm marrying her. Like, we not breaking up. Break up what? We can break up our time together if that's what you want to do. Split up what? We can split the bill on the date that we're going on tonight. But what you splitting and breaking, because it's not us. I don't know what being married is like. I don't know what it's like to say that you want to spend the rest of your life with someone. I don't know. All of that is a risk. Everything could fall to shit and everything could be terrible. And that's the risk I'm willing to take, because on the other side of that is the complete opposite, which is a fruitful and loving grand old time. It's just like, how long are you gonna wait and sit on these things that could end up being great just because you're scared of something going wrong? Why do you feel like you're not prepared to deal with that? Why are you selling yourself short? Why do you feel like you can't go through another heartbreak? Why do you feel like you can't handle that? Why do you feel like you can't handle things going poorly? Why do you feel like, and I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really talking to me. Like, there was just all these things that I was trying to avoid, but it's just like, at the end of the day, I'm built for this. Like, I ain't no bitch. Like, I say that all the time. And really, it's me reminding myself that, like, yo, whatever happens, I make poor decisions sometimes. Like, whatever happens, like, I know I can recover from it because I know I've got the capacity for it. Quitting a job is a risk. When I left mine, I knew I would figure something out. I will work at Subway, stacking them thick ass double D sandwiches. Like, I will do it if that's what it takes. In trying to protect ourselves, we actually limit our growth. There's only so much you can protect yourself from before you start limiting your experiences, before you start blocking your blessings, you know? So embrace the unknown, embrace taking risks. And I understand, because with risk comes losing money and patience and time. Like, I get it. I really do get it. But it's just like, how do you expect anything great to happen if you live your life at 5 feet? You can't do that. So we taking more risks next year. So, I know this video's already gone on so long, and y'all just trying to get up on out of here. But I do this thing when I'm stressed or when I'm overwhelmed. I write down everything that's stressing me out, everything that I'm overwhelmed about, right? And I look at that list and I actually see if that list is a to-do list or just a list of a bunch of things that require me to, you know, kind of like rework my framework of thinking. I found one from last year, December 30th, 2018. I want y'all to realize that at this time, I was going through it. And I'm gonna read it so you'll understand. I feel like this will give you some hope. Number 1, people not believing in me. Number 2, I want nothing more than to wake up whenever I want, actually be out during the day, Friends that have the same schedule and availability and still have my bills paid and opportunities knocking on my door every fucking day. Instead, I go to my 9 to 5, do work I don't believe in. I decided to go full-time creative about a month ago. The things you want the most may not be as far ahead of you as you think, but you're not gonna know for sure unless you go towards them. Number 3, the fact that I don't have any control over myself. Bullet point underneath. My anxiety and depressive thoughts are taking over and I'm fucking losing it. I have a new therapist. Number 4, this one's a doozy. It's been almost a year and I haven't been on one date. I wasn't looking or waiting or anything, but now I'm starting to feel like all I've ever had is all I will ever have. Failed relationships with broken women. And this is the last one. Feeling like what I currently have is the absolute best I will ever have based on the fact that I haven't had better, and no matter what I do, I can't seem to live a different life than what I've lived. Like I said, bitches going through it. That's where I was at December 30th, 2018. Every single thing on this list has proven to be false in 2019. I was in a very dark place and I came out on the other side of that, thanks to therapy, thanks to my damn self, honestly, because I did a lot of fucking work on myself this year. Honestly, I should have got checked for it because it's work. Either way, I know when life just feels impossible and you can't even really believe that it's even happening to you because it's so shitty, but you gotta give it time. And that's my video. Just thought I'd let y'all know that because I found that and I was like, wow, I'm gonna cry. Maybe they wanna cry too. Happy New Year. Appreciate y'all. I really do. I really appreciate y'all. I'm just tired right now. Fucking kill it in 2020, bro. Oh, bye girl. I'm gonna smack you in the face.